look at the interaction, look at the way the particular business is being run, so that you have a first-hand hands-on experience about the customer, experience when it comes to that business. Or you can do apprentice. I think the people from the East are very good at this. You go and serve under a particular person. I think this is very useful. Sometimes we take it for granted.
It is a great honor being part of this noble pharmacy profession, and I salute you all. You are welcome to this memorable and historic occasion on the Pharmacists Affairs platform today. As you know, the Pharmacists Affairs platform was established in 2018, right after the PSN conference, Oluyode 2018, with the following aims and objectives. 1, to disseminate pertinent information and happenings in the health and pharmacy worlds. 2, as pharmacists from different geographical locations within and outside the shores of Nigeria, to use this platform to engage each other in discussions on topical issues affecting pharmacists and the practice of pharmacy in Nigeria.
So welcome every one of us one more time. I guess we are hearing me.
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let me start by way of protocol. In any organization, there are people that God has positioned at our head. And to the glory of God, we want to appreciate our #1 pharmacist in Nigeria. That is our special guest of honor today, our president, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, Pharmacist Mazi Ohuabunwa, OFR, MON, FPSN, NPOM. All council members of PSN who are right now on this platform, the admins of the various Pharmacist Affairs group, and all our back-end supporters who had always been relentless in adding value to what we call Pharmacist Affairs. All resource personnel who are already on the platform, all my colleagues, pharmacists, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be here with you all on this platform, designed to add our token of contribution to the various engagements of pharmacists in improving and advancing the future of our profession, pharmacy in Nigeria. Special thanks to every pharmacist and organizations who have contributed in no small measure to the various programs of Pharmacist Affairs since inception in 2018. Your comments, moral and financial support as cash gifts to winners of Pharmacist Affairs Group's Innovation Award, which has become a yearly event, hunting for innate innovation among pharmacists is noteworthy. For any organization to have different groups pushing for advancement of their profession, it is because we have the leadership who has provided the enabling environment for everyone to contribute their own quota. And I'm therefore grateful to our indefatigable president, the #1 pharmacist in Nigeria, Pharmacist Mazi Ohuabunwa, for his leadership style and his passion that has helped many of us to do one or two things as a way, because his position has actually encouraged many of us and we are queuing behind him.
And one of the things it has done is to identify all the opportunities, because we spoke in that mandate to them to see the possibility of setting up a pharmacy entrepreneurial academy, to be able to help to train us, to be able to help to show us the way to build our businesses, build partnerships, and be able to become bigger players in the marketplace, and to open our eyes to what we need to do. And what they have done is to say they are trying to identify all the entrepreneurial opportunities we have in the profession already, including the Netherlands Business School, including Sufi Foundation, and many other opportunities that pharmacists themselves have created, which the profession can tap in to improve our understanding of how to start and how to grow, nurture, and get businesses survive long terms and return appropriate, give appropriate return to investors. So when Ajibade spoke to me about this Pharmacists Affairs Entrepreneurial College, I was pleased because that falls in line with what we are looking at. You know, human beings must understand that any organization, any group that want to grow must continue to learn. I take every opportunity. I've been learning in my, how many years? I'll be 70 soon, but I've been learning all my life. And every opportunity I find to learn, I learn. And that betters my life. That betters my ability to do things and produce outputs that sometimes, please people and sometimes astound them. It is because of my unquenchable desire to learn and never thinking I've learned enough. So let me congratulate Ajibade and his team for this PAGEC, and I believe that God will make it become a major opportunity amongst many others. I know there are things which additional Opanubi is doing. So many young and not too young pharmacists are bringing opportunities for us to learn, and I applaud all of you. I think that we in pharmacy, if we must tell ourselves the truth, we have not done well. We have not done well in business. If you look at the pharma industry today, who are the people controlling the industry? Who are the people? You'll agree with me, it's not pharmacists. It's not pharmacists. Yeah, we can be controlling the profession, but we're not controlling the industry. And that's perhaps because of the way we were brought, we were trained essentially as professionals. Yes, some of us had the privilege to do pharmacy management and such.
During this period also, he also served as a non-executive director of GlaxoSmithKline Consumer Nigeria PLC. Prior to this, he was the managing director of GlaxoSmithKline Pharmaceuticals Anglophone West and Central Africa. He has over 2 decades experience, comprising of 9 years in general management and over a decade diverse senior leadership, where he has distinguished himself clearly with a proven track record of achievements. He was, well, based on part of what he has done, it has exposed him into strategy, planning, commercial development, manufacturing, profit and loss management, operational and project management, performance management, intellectual property protection, public health. You could just go on and on. Also, he has had market immersions in South Africa, India, and the United Kingdom. He possesses vast managing directorship and chief executive officer's experience, which will always ensure that clear objectives and expectations are delivered and maintained. Furthermore, he is an experienced person at developing and successfully executing strategic future-proven plans, as well as operating in a highly competitive and unpredictable business environment, such as we have in Nigeria. He also demonstrates sterling leadership qualities, humility, and drive for success. In addition, he is a decisive person, is forward-thinking, strong vision, and also has strategic capability, operationally strong, financially and commercially astute. Is a motivational speaker, you could say, with much credibility. He is an active member of some professional associations where he has served, continues to serve. Some of them including a fellow of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, FPSN. He's also a fellow of the Institute of Logistic Management of Nigeria. He's a fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy and a fellow of the National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria. He is a member of the Corporate Governance Society of Nigeria. He's also a member of the National Competitiveness Council of Nigeria, a member of the Private Sector Health Alliance of Nigeria. He was the immediate past president of the Association of Representatives of Overseas Pharmaceutical Manufacturers of Nigeria, NEROPHAM. Also, he was a member of the Economic Transition Committee of the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Nigeria, working with Prince Dr. Dapo Abiodun. Lekan's hobbies includes listening to music, dancing, and jogging. He is happily married and blessed with lovely children. I guess by now you're just salivating to hear him speak and deliver. I'm sure he will exceed your expectation. You're welcome, Pharmacist Lekan Asuni. Thank you. Yes.
That's great. Yes, okay. You are good.
All right.
Now you got it.
Okay. So the objective I've set for today's interaction as follows. We hope at the end of the day, we will learn how to plan, start and build a successful business. Second, how to improve the chances of your business being successful. Third, how to make sure your business is sustainable. I'd like to start by looking at what is business. I think we've had several Mazis already giving, heads up and some explanation around this. But the simplest way to put it is you must have something of value that is fulfilling a pain, meeting some gaps, meeting a need. So it's either your service or your product, which you want to trade in exchange for an effort that you put into it and to make profits. And you have different examples of, businesses you can, pursue in the pharmacist realm. We have our colleagues, some are into retail pharmacy, some are into wholesale, some are into distribution, some are into importation, some are into manufacturing. All these are business business concerns, which we can readily pursue depending on where our interest lies. But then in business, it's like a sport. It's very competitive. It's like a war. It's like a sport. You have to have the spirit of sportsmanship and the spirit to compete fiercely, but with good ethics in doing that. So if we go by the word of Andre Maurois, he said business is a combination of war and sport. That is the way you should view it. Also, in the words of Stuart Chase, he said the best mental effort in the game of business is concentrated on the major problem of securing the consumer's dollar before the other fellow gets it. So, in any business you are going into, it's good to understand that it must be consumer-centric. You must, everything you want to do must be around how to solve the consumer's problem and how the consumer can patronize you and you can earn that income, patronage from that consumer before a competition gets the consumer's attention. And if you go by the words of Charles M. Schwab, he said, a man to carry on a business must have imagination. He must see things in a vision, a dream of the whole thing. As the owner of the business, you are the visionary. You must have a vision. You must, be able to have an idea where the business starts and where it's likely to end. You must have a big dream about that business, some kind of imagination about the business, so to put it. But why do we start business? Quite a number of people have different reasons why they venture into business. Some people, they have that innate, ability. They will say it's in the blood. It's in the blood. I've learned how to sell and make things, make business. It's in the blood. For some, is you quit paid employment, like myself. I worked my entire career, in the private sector, and after I quit the job, I felt it's an opportunity to start something that appeals to my passion, pursue some other interest. It could be that you just quit a job that you hate, taking so much of your time, or it's not giving you the kind of fulfillment that you desire. And for some, it's freedom. He doesn't want the 24/7. Doesn't want, or he or she doesn't want 7 days, 24/7 work, 9 to 5 p.m. work on daily. He wants the freedom. He wants to work anywhere. He likes the freedom. For some others, is to find work with other people with similar interests. So it's not only about you. It may be that the idea that you have in mind, you need to collaborate with other people to actualize. For some, is to create a product or service that is needed. Some others is to take ownership of their career, feed their family. Some is an inspiration. God spoke to them, or they got an idea somewhere and they feel, oh, I got to see this through. For some, is to create jobs, create employment opportunity, take people off the streets, see how they empower them through some kind of vocations. For some, is to pursue a passion. They're very passionate about some things, and they think the only way it can happen is to actually actualize it and start up a business. For some, is to create a legacy. Once a business that outlives, a business that people meet you online, and you get the service, their demand fulfilled once they turn in their orders. So it depends, but you need visibility anyway. You need identity, visibility. Proximity to high traffic areas. This becomes more important to probably people in the retail. So high traffic area ensures that they have good footfalls. So because people are such bus stops, that's where they take public transport. So if they have medicines or prescription to fill, they are likely to tie that in to their trip back home when they are at the bus stop. So you need to look at that and to ensure that your place can be easily located. Another one is to look at distribution of competitors. So there's no yes or no answer here. You need to look at how many competitors are in your neighborhood. If it's retail or in a pharmacy practice, we know we have a clear guideline on the distance between one pharmacy or one premise to the other. So that's but you need to decide if you have quite a number in a particular area, do you want to play there or you want to opt for some other places? Those are the consideration for location. If you are into importation and some other stuff, maybe that doesn't matter, maybe that doesn't matter to you and all that. Also, you must look at the regulations, regulatory requirements, the local and state rules. So these are very important because there are permits, there are restrictions which limits operations. In some places, they may say, oh, we don't want pharmacy shops in this area. We don't want pharmacy practice in this area. I've seen a couple of estates in Nigeria. If you go to Wema Board Estate now, as you want to enter, clearly it's written there, no business premises is allowed because it's supposed to be residential. And over time, a number of businesses have set up within the estate. So they put a restriction. So you need to check out the local estate rules and what have you to see that once you pay the rent, what you are trying to set up is allowed within that particular area. The other one is to resource. As you set up your space, you now have to resource. You need to hire people, you build your teams. How many people do you want to hire? It's in your business plan. When do you want to hire them? It's in the business plan, you know. So begin to implement that to hire your team. Begin to acquire your capital expenditure items. If you need to buy furniture, it's capital expenditure. If you need to buy computers, if you need to buy vehicles, if you need to, all the capital expenditure you begin to do. And of course, you begin to brand your organization. So branding starts from the look and feel of the company, the call cards, the websites, the letterhead paper, the envelopes, all this, the company logo, all those things need now to come into place, you know, be in place. All right. So that means you have basically gone live. But you know, a plan that is written, it's not cast on stone that everything will work the way you have put them to be in the paper. And that's why you still need to pay attention to the business plan. And so you have to be prepared for trial and error, because things will need constant evaluation and monitoring. And you must be open-minded and be creative as things unfolds, so that you can be very adaptive to situation. As things unfold, if things are not working to target, how are you tracking that and what have you? So you must have mechanism for monitoring and evaluation, and you must put in place procedure to ensure that you correct and prevent, you know, you have what you call the corrective and prevention action plan in place. Always ensure that as you identify problems, you put a enduring solution in place and to implement. You have to be fast to do with all that and all that. So so that's how to prepare for trial and error. You have to prepare your mind for that. Very, very, very important to bear that in mind. Yeah, so now you've started the organization, everything is running, you are tracking the progress, you are seeing how things are shaping up and all that. The next thing that you need to concern yourself, and which is part of what should be the DNA of the organization, is building an organization to last generations. I think majority of us are aware that only about 5% of micro, small, and medium enterprises, they survive from one generation to the other. Only about 5%. In Africa, I would say most organizations' lifespan hardly crossover from able to elaborate on that. Diversity is very clear. It's very key. Diversity in terms of skill sets, people you employ, diversity in terms of people within your organization. You must not all look to the same direction. People must look different directions. Those are the dynamics that keep the system in shape and make sure that you're able to leverage that in the case there are unexpected disruptions. Modularity. You must build your organization such that if something fails within the system, another one can take over. If they say shut down, no pharmacy can open. Can you quickly go online? Can you quickly do home delivery? Can you do, there has to be what we call business continuity plans. How your business can continue depending on the envisaged disruptions that can, happen to your business. Adaptable, your business must be able to respond to threats that never encountered before. Prudence, your business must be able to, there must be a speed to act and to remember what has been documented to react within the system. Embeddedness is that you cannot be everything. You are part of an ecosystem and you play your part and others play their part. So you can't be the only one in the industry. You are just part of an ecosystem and, fulfill and, take care of a particular problem within that ecosystem and fill the needs of the consumer. And last but not the least, is to just conclude with a quote from the British Chamber of Commerce. It says, starting a business can be both exciting and challenging.